Hey guys, for this week's video we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to show you some of my Disney collection that I have. Believe me, this is not all of it. I have quite a bit of stuff, but the majority of the stuff, or at least half of it, you're going to see. And I'll show you that right now, and let's get started. Okay, the first things I'm going to show you here is this Disneyland sign that I did get at Disneyland on one of our many trips that we have taken. Also, I got at Disneyland. There on the right is Goofy as Bert from Mary Poppins. It's pretty cool. And then in the middle there we have Mickey and Minnie Mouse with their tickets, the old-fashioned tickets that they used to have when there were tickets. They also have the pie eyes, so they're the older style. And then Oswald is on the left. So I just wanted to show you there that there's Bert, and on the side of his drum, what it shows. It's very cool. I really like it. And there's just another look at all of them. Okay, we'll move on and show you more. Okay, next I'm going to show you this Pirates of the Caribbean scene. This particular scene is the auction scene that recently they are taking it out. And so I recently got this, though this plate's been around for a long time, and went and got a frame for it, and I really like how it turned out. That's another cool thing. You can see the red head in there. Now, unfortunately, because of the lights and stuff, there might be some glare, but this is a picture that I got at Disneyland the last trip that I went on, last February. And it says Adventure of Salty Old Pirates, Pirates of the Caribbean. It's really cool. They had like the original, which was like thousands and thousands of dollars. And this is a print. And then I came home and put it in this frame and matted it. Well, actually, the mat came with it. But anyways, I like it. So that kind of with the Pirates theme. Okay, here's another thing. It's kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean. It's kind of like driftwood, maybe. It's not real wood, but that's what it kind of looks like, and it has the pirate skull on it. And I'll play it for you, what it says. There's a button here, and I'll push it, and then you can listen to it.
Mark well me words, lady. Dead men tell no tale.
Another collectible that's really cool, and some of them they made said Disneyland on it. I kind of like that it didn't say that on it, just said Pirates of the Caribbean. But another cool collectible that I have. Most of my collectibles are from Disneyland. I do have Disney World ones, but they are not out in this room. And speaking of pirates, here is the R, or one of the R's from the sign in Pirates of the Caribbean. I was told this is from an older sign that used to be at Disneyland. However, I have not been able to locate a picture of this, but it definitely does look like it belongs from there. Okay, in a past trip I got this sketch of Oswald, and I really like it. Obviously I really like all the things that I have, but this sketch, what I did with it, when I got home I bought the frame for it, got a mat for it, and then I put the 1927 on there just because that was when Oswald was first introduced. Okay, I'm going to show you this kind of at an angle due to the reflection of the light. This is another item that I got at Disneyland. Very cool. It has Oswald. It says the magic of Disney animation. And then it's got some signatures, people involved, and then it had a collector pin. And it says tough luck on it. Very cool. I believe they still sell this today. But it's very cool. Back in 2013, we went to the first D23 that we had ever been to, and the only one so far that we have gone to. But anyways, they gave these prints away, and it has Clarabelle, Horace Horsecollar, Mickey, Minnie, Pete, and then it's got that car in it. But it's very cool. I came home again, put it in a frame. like many of these items. This was a limited edition of 5,000. This one is 4,046. That's written in the corner there. Okay, this isn't the greatest shot, but this is a picture that I bought that somebody, they printed, sold the prints. And the reason I got this is because I have the letter H off of the Opera House, or one that used to be on there, and I will show you that. This letter H is from the Opera House, and my understanding is that it blew off in a windstorm, and then they just replaced it with a new one. So I have this, very cool. Also, this is from the Opera House as well. Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. This is a T from that sign. This is made of wood, and it is got a crack and it's been glued together, so I understand why they would have replaced it. The H seems to be more kind of like a fiberglass or plastic consistency. So as you can see, this is a wall. I recently rearranged some things, and so kind of that's why I decided to do this video. A lot of the items, or some of the items, I don't know about a lot, some of them I like them because they're like one-of-a-kind things, like that are actual like items that are from the park, not just a souvenir that anybody can buy. And I do like that, and the uniqueness of some of the items. So let's go look at some more. If we walk over here, of course, this is just a sign. It's kind of reflecting there. There's a sign there, the collection box, serviced by Disneyland personnel and taken to the Anaheim post office. You will find these signs on the mailboxes. That little piece right there on the little wooden deal, that is an actual piece of track from Walt Disney's actual railroad that he had in his yard. And then down below, here's a picture of the railroad. Sorry about the glare there. The picture of the railroad and the barn that now that they have moved. I have not had the opportunity to go there, but would like to someday. And then this is an actual piece from the barn. Some of the pieces they had to restore and replace, and so this is a piece of it. And then they have this cool pin that they put in the piece. And then down below it says original piece of wood. You can read from the Walt Disney's Carolwood barn. There's a certificate of authenticity on the back of it as well. So pretty cool item that I have there. This is a horseshoe, as you can tell, but it actually says Disneyland. I don't know if you can see that on it. I think off to the right, I believe, it says Disneyland. It may say it other places. It's hard for me to tell. But anyways, I like that. Okay, years ago in the Carousel of Progress, after that went out, they put in America Sings in Tomorrowland, if you're not aware of that. That's what they did. This is an actual record album that I just bought a frame for and put it in there. A lot of the characters, most of them, are now in Splash Mountain that used to be in this attraction. And I will show you why that I kind of got into the America Sings attraction in just a moment. Okay, this picture here is from America Sings, and you see the dog there in the rocking chair. Now if you pay close attention, I'll try to go a little closer. The problem is there's glare, but anyways, if you see the pot with the spoon sticking out of it, and then there's one down below by the dog's feet, okay? If you see that, just remember what those look like. Okay, I just showed you the pots that were in America Sings, and here we are looking at the actual pots from that attraction. I bought things off eBay, and this is one of the many items that I have bought off of eBay, and it's really cool because, you know, it's the one-of-a-kind deal. Now these pots are in terrible condition. I don't have the spoon. This one in front, the saucer is all broken in the back, and actually the top, actually tonight I just made that little construction paper cover because that's basically what it was. and it was all busted, so I just set that newer piece in there just to make it look a little nicer, but I can pull it out and have it as it actually was. The other one was glued to the table, and so instead of removing it, and maybe I'm thinking this one, because they broke it, maybe that's why they left this other one attached, but this is still glued to, that's part of the table right there that was in the attraction. One of my favorite items that I have, if not the most favorite that I do have. Speaking of cool, this is another item that is awesome. Another eBay purchase that I bought. This is the life mask of Abraham Lincoln, and this particular one was supposedly used for the creation of the newer Abraham Lincoln at Disneyland, the 2009 edition. And it's kind of like a plaster, made out of plaster. I bought this case for it and made it kind of look like a museum type item. And then of course there's a piece of history pin. Those are just some e-tickets. They're cool to have. And I want to show you one other thing, and then maybe I'll keep talking about this. Now if you look over here, this is Abraham Lincoln's hand, and that would be his left hand. His right hand was the first one that was going up for bid on eBay, and we'll go back to Abraham Lincoln's head over here, but was the first one to go up for bid, and it had a scroll in it, and I didn't bid that high because I really wanted the head, and I really didn't think that I would get it. And after I got the head, I may have got the hand first, but I missed out on the very first one, didn't bid high enough, so I didn't get the first one. So I have one hand, not two, one hand, and then the head, but the head is the coolest thing. Now I kind of wonder, you can look online for this, and Blaine Gibson was the one that I believe he created this. And if you look on there, there's with Walt Disney holding this this head, and supposedly, like I said, on eBay on the listing it said it was from 2009, but I don't know if that's true. It could be original. I have no idea. Very cool item to have though, and another one of my favorite things. Back over here is something just smaller. Well, there's a fire truck. And these are just some buttons. I'll let you read them. And read it. Yeah, read the buttons. And then these, I have several of these. These are from the electrical parade. Those were lights. Sorry about the glare there. I have different color lights. Originally I was going to sell these. I sometimes have sold things on eBay, but decided to keep them. I already had one, but the ones I got are different colors, so I just decided to keep them. Here you're looking at an Oshevsky piece. It is the Haunted Mansion, and it's one of my favorite ones that I have, and one of the favorite ones that was made. Now these slide in the back of the Haunted Mansion, the Oshevsky Haunted Mansion, and as you can see, this is the dining room. There are 3 of these. This one's like the grave site. Well, it's got the hitchhiking ghost is what it's got. And then the third one, I forget what it has, but it's in the back of there. And probably not going to show that. But if you look at these glasses, now these are not actually from the Haunted Mansion, but if you look at the in the dining room scene, you will see glasses exactly like these. And I was able to find some, though they are not from the attraction. Here you're looking at a ghost that comes out of the pipe organ that's in the Haunted Mansion. This is one of them. Okay, you're looking at a button that somebody made that says "We still want the redhead," and it's very cool. Also have this pin that's "We wants the redhead." Very sad that they are changing that. Okay, you're looking at the Golden Horseshoe Oshevsky Pocket Pal. Next to that is Big Al from Country Bear Jamboree. Okay, this little sailboat is the weather vane from the Haunted Mansion, replica, and this was to commemorate the 45th anniversary of that. It may have been a special event. I'm thinking that it was that you got given this that they had actually at the Haunted Mansion. Okay, here's a pocket pal that is King Arthur's carousel. Next to that is the Skyway Buckets pocket pal. This Donald Duck hat, I am guessing, is possibly from 50s or 1960s maybe, as a guess. But it definitely looks old. And it's kind of cool. And then this, here's the Moonliner. That was a model that I got and put together. It has TWA on there. Behind it is stroller parking. That is from Nemo, the submarines. I believe that sign is there today as well. Then of course got the partner statue. Got an old Mickey Mouse yo-yo. And then this cool sign that I believe it was in Fantasyland. I don't believe this one was ever anywhere at Disneyland, this particular one, but a sign like it. I think this was a backup. Okay, you are looking at a very cool marionette. This is Pinocchio, and the reason I like it so much is because it is supposedly the most realistic Pinocchio ever made. It is actually made out of wood, and just very cool. You can see he's got his feather back there. The S below that, I'm not sure what that's from. I was given that when I bought a sign off of eBay, and they said it was from Disneyland. If you know what that is, please let me know. It looks like Fantasyland for sure, whether it's Small World or Matterhorn bobsleds, I'm not sure. So there we have some teacups. Pretty cool. You can see an Oswald pin as well. That's a D23 pin. Okay, we're going to return back to the wall. This right here, this "For Your Safety" sign, I believe that was from the horse-drawn carriages. Okay, and then below that is this leaf, and it is from Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse commemorative leaf. Pretty cool. This is just something you can buy today. Oswald motor oil sign. Below that, I have the Jiminy Cricket. This is the voice of Jiminy Cricket signature. This, I believe, he was the second person to voice Jiminy Cricket. Then down here is a e-ticket, a huge e-ticket. Very cool. We go to the Jungle Cruise and you ask them, you can get one of these. Now this turned out really cool once I framed it, but it is the Jungle Cruise map and it's very neat. Okay, up to all these pictures up here. Okay, these are actually posters. You got the submarine voyage at the top, you've got the monorail, you got Carousel of Progress. Each and every one of these are autographed by Bob Gurr because he created a lot of these attractions. Down below I had this printed off from Space Mountain, one of the, there's a little glare there, but that you can order from Disneyland, so I did that because Space Mountain's a favorite. This is an old Tomorrowland trash can sign. Right here is Pluto, and that is the actual, it's a dog tag exactly like Pluto does wear. Okay, up at the top is the Disneyland Railroad sign. There's a little sign that's up here. This is something that it was annual pass holder item for the electrical parade when it came back to Disneyland not too long ago. And then this Lost Parent sign was cool. Got that at Disneyland as well. This is the dedication plaque that Walt Disney read or spoke, the words that he spoke, and it's down by the flagpole. Over here, I'll just be brief with these. Here's some more Olszewski's, Moonliner, the old Disneyland sign, House of the Future, Omnibus, the not horseless carriage, but how about horse-drawn carriage, and the yellow car. And here is Sue Foot Sue's Golden Horseshoe sign. These are replica signs they sold at one time. And then up here is the Mickey Mouse Club metal sign that I have. And this is a very sad sign. This is the Twilight Zone, which I found this sign, but I had also bought the little thing that looks like a suitcase tag there, and that says the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror Cast Preview 2014. So I attached that to it and made something that I think is rather cool. Okay, and then I have another shelf of items. This is right here, this Disneyland cup that they used to have at Disneyland. I will move the cup out of the way just for a second. And there is a popcorn container. It's actually ceramic or whatever, but it's a replica of the original. I'll put this back there. As you can see there is the original monorail. And then these are trash cans, salt and pepper shakers that I have collected. You have the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, you know, the Frontierland one, Adventureland. Then you got Fantasyland, you got Main Street, and then you have the Small World trash can. And down here is the Matterhorn trash can, and then Tomorrowland. Over here, that is a information booth that they used to have in the beginning of Disneyland. So that pretty much is all. Well, it's not all I have. I have a lot more, but that's all I'm going to show in this video. Maybe another time I can show some more. If you like this, please put a like down below and tell me if you want me to do more of these. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If Disney is your thing or vlogs, make sure that you check back often, and best way to do that would be to subscribe, hit that notification button, and we will see you next time, guys. See ya. Bye.